Well, great morning. It is March 11th. I pulled out the soul cards, the energy oracle, and magic of you oracle. I'm going to try to wear this because this is very, loose. And it does go, it can go over the shoulder if I need, I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it actually feels better over the shoulder because I still have ones that are just any touch. I found out that I cannot, any of the heat that comes on immediately sets it off. So last night I had no heat. Even the lights, it'll set it off. Really sensitive. So today I have the curtains closed. Again, the sunlight coming in that hits it, especially coming through the window, killer. So, yeah, have those closed for now. And then I have my little thing up here, I have that open so it doesn't get so hot in here. Okay. Let's see what our last card is. I went to this other doctor and again, nothing for pain. And they put me on carbamazepine, the Tegretol. I started taking it. I've been on it was it 2-3 days now, and it's makes me really dizzy. And then I did some research on the Tegretol. And the reason you have to have the blood test all the time is because it can make you anemic. Well, since I'm still trying to get over anemia, that's the last thing I should be taking. And also, I found out that, so really check if you're on a medication, check on your interactions. You can find that on the net. They have some really good sites for that now. But it also fights with D3. And I need to be taking the D3. So I stopped that right away. I'm not taking any more of that. I'm going to go back on the, what was this other one? This other one seemed like it was starting to work. And hopefully I'm not on these too long anyway. The amitriptyline. So I'm going to go back on that because I really don't need something that can set me up for anemia again and that fights with the D3. It doesn't let the D3 get absorbed like you need it. So that's where that's at. And then I got to speak with Whimsy last evening. She called me and gave me a lot of really good ideas of what to do with this. So this morning I'm drinking anyway green tea, and yes, I am actually drinking tea instead of my coffee. We'll see how that goes. Okay, this is weird. Translucence. Love the darkness. Is that a... Oh, okay. At first I thought she was riding a horse. No, she's riding a raven. Then I saw the feet down there. They've got the feet. Well, it's kind of a half a horse and half raven. The back half is a horse and the front half is a raven. Huh. Well, that's an interesting one. We're going to have to look and see what that's about. Oh, mercy. So anyway, I had a wonderful talk with Whimsy, and I'll be getting some teas, and then I'm going to go up and get some other things that she told me about that would work for this, and then she gave me some information on if I cannot have any painkillers, I can't get them anywhere, what to do. So that was a real big help too. I did go over to Mexico yesterday, and I did get the Ortegon. I was able to go over. I went and saw a doctor there, and he prescribed it, so yeah, I wouldn't have any trouble going across the border, which I wouldn't have anyway. They didn't even ask about that. They asked about fruits and some other things, but nothing to do with. And I declared it. I said, no, I have medicina. I have medicine I'm taking back, so I had no problem. But this year only can supposed to be on it for 5 days. It's got tramadol 25 milligram and then ketorolaco. It's a ketorolaco is like it's like a heavy NSAID. Okay, so it's for inflammation. Okay. And so I did take this last night, and I actually did get some sleep. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, this was good for the moment, what I needed. But also the other good news I have with this is I got a call. I did write a patient advocate online. If you're a veteran, you can have access to your records and things. And I did send a note to the patient advocate and told her, look, I've got trigeminal neuralgia. It's not good, and they don't have me set up with a primary care physician until the 24th of March, and I'm getting, all you get is a runaround out here. So they had, excuse me, I got to get this off my shoulder. So they called me from El Paso today, and they said Tuesday they sent me up with a physician who will wind up being my permanent physician down here, and so he can do the referral, get the MRI and do the referral to the neurologist. So I can start to breathe a sigh of relief. So that's good. Anyway, so that's where all of that is going. So let's see what we have here. The other card I had picked was this man holding a heart. So I'm going to look these up and see what they say. Oh, opened right to it. That was easy. I did put up a new music video that I did last night. I happen to like that one. I think I'm going to keep that one held back for perhaps to put in an album, because I really do like that piece. It's a 5-minute long music piece. Let me know what you think of that one. And then, what is today? I think tomorrow my new flute is coming. Oh, and I wanted to tell people, and I'll put it on my other thing, if you're interested in one of Bobby Luffman's flutes, he's got a couple of them up on eBay. So it'll be listed under his name. All of his flutes are wonderful. One of them they have up there, or both of them, that might be both of them, are the key that I'm getting tomorrow. And it is just so luscious, the tone of it. So the one I'm getting tomorrow has got an otter. And I was torn between the otter and the owl. So if you are interested in one of his flutes, he does have one with an owl fetish on the top of it. that's in the key of E. You know, grab it while you can, because he does not always have flutes available. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see what this is. Man holding a heart. Male dealing with family, love, or emotions. This tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. And then it has an affirmation here that says, I am comfortable with all of my emotions. I honor and express them in appropriate ways, and I feel peace. So let's see what the reversed is on it, because this is going to have to go with our other cards. And I don't intentionally do reversed cards. I read them as, one whole aspect. So reversed, when this card is reversed, it could indicate a disconnect or even total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up, whether it's anger, grief, or utter bliss. You can be comfortable in their experience and in their expression. The man holding a heart reversed can also indicate a difficult connection or even relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, or quick to criticize. His behavior could be attributed to fear or self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. You deserve honoring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. Well, with the other cards that are there, I would say it might be that one more than the first one. But let's look and see what we have. In the Magic of You, Translucence, Love the Darkness. Here it is. I think I'm gonna turn on for a while. It's time to enter the underworld. You have been existing on the superficial plane for too long, and a balance is required. Be like the goddess Persephone, who descended to the underworld. In the patriarchal myth, it is said that she was stolen by Hades, but this is not true. A goddess that powerful would never be stolen. In a matriarchal society, she would have been described as entering willingly and then deciding to have Hades as her partner. The Maiden of Translucence has her eyes closed, like the Fool of the traditional tarot deck. This is the card signifying the beginning of life's next magical adventure. She is letting go, and her winged bird steed is preparing to plunge into the cracked earth opening up before them. The forest branches beckon, come this way. When translucence appears, it is also time to redefine your own parameters. Protect your sanctuary and willingly take the journey into the unknown innerverse of you. Feathers are shedding, the hand is beckoning, take the journey. This card is saying it is time to fall in love with the darkness. Well, I wouldn't say one needs to fall in love with the darkness, but one does need to confront it and look and see what things need to be repaired. So this would be in the reverse. Or also, we have this card, and it looks like this is somebody that just falls, you know, she's into too many dream states, maybe falls in love too easily, is not setting parameters, you know, doesn't look deeper than the superficial level of what's there. Okay, so let me close this down. So again, it's about looking deeper, confronting emotions, setting boundaries if you need to. Look deeper than the superficial level and come to terms with whatever it is you need to come to terms with. Whether it's grief and you know, it could be you're running away from emotions, okay? Or it could be that you, again, run too easily. If you've got somebody that's, you know, these guys that look real good on the surface. And this is the ones, you know, the con men, those, you know, those types that you have to watch out for. They can be very suave on the surface, but then they get in there and they become people that are tyrannical. Okay, they're people that are going to run every aspect of your life. Okay. Or it could be also that you've had a very bad experience with it, okay? And you need to look and set better parameters and see that you can have a healthy relationship, but you cannot continue to buy into these type of people, okay? Yeah. You know, we see so many of these women, they get in these things and they wind up with somebody like a Ted Bundy, you know, that they wind up being abused, they wind up dead, they wind up, you know, because the guy on the surface was telling them everything they wanted to hear. And these women didn't look deeper to see what's actually there, and they got taken in. And they wound up in a very bad position in the end. So don't fall head over heels for somebody. And it doesn't have to be a love interest. It just could be, you know, like a lot of people fell over with Trump, okay? And they're not going to hear a word, okay? They haven't looked deeper at what he is, you know, what he's done in his life, his character, okay? They took it at surface value and they thought, oh, he's rich, he's got all this, look at that, I want that, you know? So they fell in love with him and thought that he is going to get them to where he is. This is his con, okay? So again, don't fall head over heels over one of these things. Be willing to open up and look deeper at the things that are hidden that are not going to be so lovely, okay? Can't always take things at surface value, okay? So I hope somebody's gotten something from that. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to again look and see if I can do some readings. We'll see. It's getting warm in here and I can feel these already wanting to spark. Not fun, not fun, not fun. So I'm going to see what I can do to take care of these real quick, get a little more cool air coming through here. And I will see you online. Thanks for tuning in. New viewers, welcome. Sorry about all this drama with this thing going on now. This will pass. This too will pass. Eventually, hopefully sooner than later. Because nobody likes to be in absolutely extreme, excruciating pain. It is not fun. So I want to get this handled as soon as I can. But thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you online. Welcome, everybody. Namaste and aho. Have a great day.